Defunk of traffic light systems installed at the worth of crores of rupees at 12 different locations of Imphal city bring inconvenience to commuters. After July 1st hike of rupees 25 and 50 paisa, LPG now gets costlier by another 25 rupees. Hardly any difference in rate of subsidized and non-subsidized cooking gas. MSF demands revocation of government's notice on cut-off marks for admission to class 11 in government higher secondary schools. People give warm reception to India's lone judoka at Tokyo Olympic Games 2020, Ligmabam Sushila, upon her arrival at Imphal International Airport. Manipur reports 369 new COVID-19 cases, 578 recoveries and 6 deaths in last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 9.97%. And India adds 35,178 fresh COVID-19 cases and over 37,000 recoveries in past 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 97.52%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Commuters are facing inconveniences due to the defunk of traffic light systems installed at 12 different locations of the Imphal city at the cost of crores of rupees by the state government. Impact News team visited various traffic light systems points installed across the city and witnessed that traffic lights are not functioning while some only displays yellow light. Speaking to Impact News, some of the commuters said the situation is giving them a hard time while driving due to heavy traffic jam brought on by the defunct traffic lights. Some also said traffic point giving only yellow light signal is causing confusion. They urged the state government to look into the matter and fix the lights without further delay.
System fail right traffic lights later traffic follow the traffic light later so
me at Topalam the Disumang at Nabinako, Silas of Mutanardi Henanai
traffic light kick and was a Namaru and poor neighbor.
Thousands of thousands Adam crossing Tauraga Libinina, police book, Kakta Natana, signal na sa Adam Kakano, Matang Piragadi, Matam to safe, Tawune Hana, Adam Kali.
Masida, I could get some of Nabavade, I say Yabra, Yadabra, have a say. I could get Nasi the traffic lights, Yabra, Yadabra. Come the banana, I quite the yam some of the boy.
I say, I have Panam Toya, quite a center with a confused at Vaitare. I have talked to Lugo, as one day of my election, cannot say never, no another Bamako. Why you are tough as I was doing to them? They don't going to problem or you're going down the problem was getting white on when.
According to among the Gidi character like system did not say Tarak blade na, Nagging Iruraga, Adumba Kudonsada was a Kutaku, spoke when you could confuse it, a second of one, Zello, Lipa Heli Hobogumba, Adumba Kudonsada things.
Meanwhile, Traffic Superintendent of Police K. Ajit Kumar told Impact News that he had already requested the Transport Department to look into the dysfunctional traffic light system in the Imphal city. He added that the relevant authorities have not taken action yet, so in the meantime, the Traffic Police is trying its best by deploying additional personnel to ease the inconvenience facing commuters.
Masidi akhoi ki makha da lete akhoi ki man power puthoga akhoi traffic signal pibsine transport ke makha da moina maintain tawone adu ai moi transport ke director ga su ai wai chanare adu karamba technical ground da yada bnu adu made khangdre tawdo ai ge site ge di traffic signal yadra ga su ai ge man power puthoga ai samag le pisene ngasai ai office sangdri ai samag office karak pade ga mathang yengamaga ai adum sign taw yaw le risene manam de kai gen warga akhoi mi sing che gyan ta ba khar wat pa hai ga dra kai hai ni traffic ke niyom je singo sa samna ga divider khai doisi dividers de hena sumna lanjala pogumba zebra crossing leibasi yogdring da stop thabase lepi gadab se lepi ya daba khamna dum thawjilakba sina so khoi da su yamna waba de kaigumba madu suddenly accident thogadi traffic kai dog lege ta mahaiba waba su thengna dabdi nate adubu hoji ayam di ghar di gyan taraba amuk chumal
hausi ehangna lepi mpham asi kaisampat ki hek junction da leiba traffic point ni to traffic point la sigi koi maikai mari makta khoina uriba smana yellow signal na si traffic light system gi koi maikai mari makta loina ngari yellow la sina khangali ba si koi gari sing asi koi thaga dawre aduna ready da lairo haibagi signal dune to ka atopa traffic point sing da haiba traffic light se amtang ngan da bida koi mammaga lairi haita asumna koi traffic light system sida koi pheloi ba sina maram oraga miyam gi chathok chasin yamna khudung chadab kya ama mayok nariba si Manipur laingak na laingak ama lairi haibasi khanghan nabgi damakta yengchin binaba laitaba amagumna koi ta duna lairiba koi tongan ba traffic light system asi mapung phana senggatuna imphana si smart city gi manung channabgi damakta mangniba manga si mangphau na nabgi damakta Manipur laingak na hiram asida ahen miyeng changba mama thautadi impact news sidamak camera person el gabiga loina na myang da pawdam jari ba isailang musuk kaisapa junction.
Domestic cooking gas LPG price was increased today by rupees 25 per cylinder, the second straight month of increase in rates. Rates were hiked by rupees 25 and 50 paise per cylinder on July 1st. Non-subsidized LPG rates were increased on August 1st by the same proportion, and now the subsidized cooking gas prices have been raised. There is hardly any difference in the rate of subsidized and non-subsidized cooking gas. Industry sources said the subsidized LPG price was not raised on August 1st because Parliament was in session and the government could have been attacked by the opposition. The latest increase in subsidized LPG price now has taken the cumulative rate hike since January 1st to rupees 165 per cylinder. Price of domestic cooking gas has more than doubled in the last 7 years. Meanwhile, diesel prices were cut by 19 to 21 paise across the country, while petrol prices remain unchanged. This is the first change in price in over a month. General Secretary of Manipuri Students Federation MSF H. Roshan has demanded the authorities concerned to immediately revoke the notice issued by Government of Higher Secondary Education, secondary schools regarding cut-off marks for admission to class 11 at government higher secondary schools in the state for unreserved OBC, ST and SC categories. Roshan also demanded the relevant department to conduct online entrance tests, citing that all the students who appeared for Class 10 examination 2020-2021 conducted by Board of Secondary Education, Manipur and Central Board of Secondary Education were promoted in view of the prevailing pandemic. He informed that MSF will carry out a survey at various higher secondary schools from tomorrow to check infrastructure of these schools. Six student bodies have demanded removal of Professor L. Tombi as Vice Chancellor of Manipur Technical University. AMSU, Desam, KSA, MSF and SUK jointly organized a press meet at AIMS office in Kwakaitel today. Speaking to media, Desam President N. Edison said Professor L. Tombi is not fit to hold the Vice Chancellor's post as he is above 70 years of age. He expressed discontentment over recent order issued by Higher and Technical Education Deputy Secretary C.H. Sashi, reappointing Professor L. Tombi as the Vice Chancellor. The student bodies have demanded to revoke the order in 2 days, else warned of unprecedented protest.
Masagi chahi humputra 70 ju helaba mioi si akoini stop gap arrangement na haijilaga amuhanna mahaki vice chancellor gi service se sangdongna gi damakta ngarang si Manipur government ki higher education gi deputy secretary CSC na professor Larnakum Tombi sing si Manipur Technical University gi vice chancellor oina khanjilakre university ek ki matungina chahi humdra helaba mioi da vice chancellor gi post se sinaba yate haibasi Manipur gi governor honorable chief minister honorable education minister na chingma sing da tawhai daba thabak se masi tawbiganu haidana akoina mamangda haijekhiba tarabasu akoina ngasi fawuda masi koi tabibagi muhutta yamna lanba mongda stock gap arrangement hairaga masi khanjalakpase masi koi mahairo luf taruksina akanma mongda condemn tawi mangai ni aba mioi sinataba university sigi vice chancellor gi charge pubino matik chaba mi leitrabra haise koi hangninge manipur gi education minister na commissioner na natra hairagana koi gi chief minister na hariba mioi sigi kari karamba khudong chaba natragana kari karamba aronba condition khara yanaraga masi koi amona thamjala ibra haibagi chingnabase student organization mayam da koi fawi.
India's lone judoka in the recently concluded Tokyo Olympic Games 2020, Ligmabam Sushila was given a warm welcome upon her arrival at Imphal International Airport today. Family members, friends, supporters, sports enthusiasts welcomed the Olympian with garlands. Speaking to media with tearful eyes, Sushila assured of striving her best to win a medal in the upcoming Paris Olympic 2024. She expressed gratitude to the people of the state for their warm reception despite her failure to win a medal in the Tokyo Olympics. It may be mentioned that Sushila lost to Hungarian Eva in the recent Olympics judo match. Sushila clinched a silver medal in 48 kg category of the Commonwealth Games held in Scotland in 2014. Manipur government has promoted Sushila as sub-inspector in the Manipur Police Department. Chief Minister Nongthoma Biren and others felicitated Sushila in her hometown, Haingang.
mayamna thona pangan happy beje engon yamna thamoida penjaba fawe duga mathang lakadoriba games mayam da jo ai kanna hona duna medal pubangam boijarake training budi ai adum bhajana aina ngamjaba thakta tawe duga experience ai aham olympic oiba duga experience katang engonda wat para na khanje hadi kan madi aina dum kaimta khoini hena nate adu katang experience leibaje amad nakang hen gi ai maithi hore du next time ai olakadriba lakadriba competition kudi makta isa ge soiba sem toga ai kan honaraga mayam gi ningba tungan bangam boijage
The Manipur guest house at Punga Nagar in Tamil Nadu is currently in a pathetic state. Former State Health Minister D.K. Kurunthang inaugurated the guest house in November of 2006. The guest house with 11 flats used to accommodate patients and their family from Manipur who come for treatment at Christian Medical College, CMC, Vellore. In a telephonic conversation with Impact News, one regular visitor of the guest house, Khwairakpam Ibotombi, said that he visited the CMC in 2007 for treatment and still visits the hospital for his medical checkup and also as patient party. He said the guest house was in a good shape during 2006 till 2010 and 2011 under the good care of the then officer on duty of the guest house, Nair. But in the following years, the condition of the guest house got deplorable. He urged the authorities concerned to look into the matter.
2006 ta minister na sangha birambadagiti patient mayam lainaba haure ai isamaksu 2007 dagina till handaki July tarik ani dagi 18 phaw ai adum chahi khudingi sagi anabagi maram oraga checkup chatpa adagi mi gi mateng pangboina chappada adum leirakpa ngatani chahi khudingi adubu yamna pukning sokningai oiba yamna thamoina ningai oiba poti sini matamduda 2006 dagina 2010 11 phawati matamdugi OST haidana officer on duty dana Kerala machama Nair haidana ma leirami mahakna phajana yengsin bidana case house thugi magun leiba case house ama oirami adugi matungdagi di social welfare department na transfer tawirakpa matam dugi OSD singsi mingona pallabada aikogi Devan haidana ma leibirami adegi Dilip haidana ma leibirami aduga Birahari haidana ma leibirami aduga Daneshwar haidana ma leibirami makhoigi matam sidadi pocheisi phajana yengsin bidaba haigatra natraga government na yengsin bidabra makoina wakalaga government na tabidabra makoiki mathak thongbo authority tabidabra madumade khangjadre adubu aikoina chahi khudingi chachabada thengnarakpada hauji laiba condition sidati guest house amagi laifam thokpa quality du leitre aduna yamna pukning sokningai ore ningba kainingai ore aduga hauji si aina tajabada social welfare department da driver oiramba amagi machanu pani haina tai adu mahak pusu department na matam gi pifam thokpa karisu pibidana nawa chani haibagi matagum adum maduda thatoga pali gi hameng dawna leiba ui patient kangbuna maduda leibadasu yamna natai chadaba AC phajana yadaba ceiling fan phajana yadaba electrical gi switch box phajana yadaba top floor da leiba room mari manga dudi sat to ningkhai dana mi leinaba yadadana hajik nong yudana mompak na chingba mon na chingba kangtho na chingba loina patna pumdana leiba famda leihore thu matamda hairiba manipur guest house ne na leiriba CMC Belor ki Ponga Nagar da leiriba guest house ase thu matamda semjin biraga manipur gi layeng ba chatpa patient singna tangdu laitana leiba yanana ba thaurang lokhat piu.
Customers are facing banking-related inconveniences at the lone nationalized Punjab National Bank located in Zirbam district's Babupara. Reportedly, customers have to stand in long queues waiting for their turns to withdraw or deposit money at the bank. It is also learned that the ATM booths at the bank is often found without cash. Customers said the bank premises will not be crowded if the state government opens the bank every day in a week. It may be mentioned that as a preventive measure against COVID-19 pandemic, the state government has ordered banks to open only on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Mi se loi re aba matam chupa hambi ra di pha ba moi di hang bi de akhoi di si do re bungo kari hai ni.
Job seekers on contract basis at National Hydroelectric Power Corporation NHPC Manipur have alleged 3 men of failing to return their security deposit taken from them on the pretext of giving them jobs. One of the job seekers, David Shah, has accused Pishak from Ningthau Khong, who imposed as cashier at NHPC Namjahat Tauthang from Kangpokpi, and Yumnam Romeo from, Yumnam Romeo, now residing at Palace Compound. In the case, David Shah said Romeo led the 3-member gang and had collected 4 lakh rupees each from him and another person, KH Sanatomba from Patsoi Part 4, on the pretext of giving them jobs. He further claimed that the trio had taken 9 lakh rupees from one Lingboy Kipgen from Kangpokpi on June 4, 2019.
Contract basis the NSPC the thabak se leibane ado noi yaugada already paisa se refundable ne ado paisa se khara deposit toba tare haina thobal digi lakpa skyway gi marketing toba Romeo Yumnam haiba mana sigi thabak sida mateng pangbigani noi deposit toro haibada June tang marida hoina paisa khara pire refundable ne haibigi deposit tokiba paisa se hojik thabak su phangdre paisa su refund to bidre thabak su to bidre haiba kanda moina samai thaidok laga chongtho le ado khoi se hoji yam wa narabane mi gi paisa khoi interest da lorega to libane hojik se akhoi refund to su ngamde mi gi paisa khoina so laga leibdo. Therefore I request the government and the department to look into this matter very seriously, and we also appeal that the government will find out a solution for those kind of people who have been deceiving innocent people like us.
Member of National Executive Committee SC BJP KH Robin drew the attention of the state government to build hostels for students belonging to scheduled caste community at the earliest. He warned of raising a complaint at National SC Commission and Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment if the demand is not met. Speaking to media at his residence in Awang Sekmai, Robin said the general public thinks that the scheduled caste community gets lots of opportunities from the government, but the community is still behind minority OBC. He added that SC Students Union has been sponsoring annual cultural program for SC students since 2017 without any support from the government. He added that there is no other hostels for SC students except for the lone private hostel for boys opened at Laifam Kuno. He also demanded release of scholarships for SC students.
Both boys hostel and girls hostel is masi sabada Manipur government na MOBC na or kanona social welfare department na yam kana initiate lobiraganda masi yam thuna kana tobiu natragadi government na tasena mak swathaduna so leiriba mirai biduna so leiriba scheduled caste community se henna mirai bibne na koina logani masi government da koina request tawjari Manipur government da and Manipur government na masi thabak oina paikhat piraktaba taragadi aikoi gidi haibam thokpa social justice and empowerment ministry da adagi scheduled caste SC Commission da National SC Commission da akoi che thabam thokpa dum thagani haibam thokpa haigani maduna government gi mingcha thirappa su yai and both boys hostel and girls hostel ase masi sabada Manipur
Manipur reported 369 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 3,700 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID positivity rate stands at 9.97%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,09,317, out of which 5,506 are active cases. 6 COVID patients died in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 1,728. On a positive note, 578 recovered cases were reported in the past 24 hours. State's cumulative recovered cases have reached 1,02,083. Manipur's recovery rate as of today stands at 93.38%. Thangmaiban United Club TUC held a felicitation program for frontline workers of the area at Ima Kuntohanbi Community Hall in DM University campus today. Speaking on the occasion, President Pratap Lashangtem expressed gratitude to frontline workers including ASHA workers, police, doctors and nurses for their concerted efforts during COVID crisis. He also stressed on the need to raise the honorarium of ASHA workers and nurses appointed on contract basis. Taking part in the event, Imphal Police Station OC Ingocha asserted that police cannot function without public cooperation.
Manipur government aina naluna appeal amatang tawjage amasi Manipur ge honorable chief minister nasu tabiragadi thabak oina kitang pangthok pinaba ai nulung ningsingjari asa worker si tolof ambok sade marakta leiba khoi ge nursing si contract oiba adu moina tawri sidi frontline warrior du moi tasingna oirabani moina tawri mathau si yengbiraga kari tawba yabage haibadu khanbiraga khara thongna amatang di hapiragadi yamna nungai gani handaki covid thengnabasi khoi yam maru oina hojik Myanmar da leiriba tabiriba khoi Manipuri sing khoi maitei sinau khudi makhoi covid na maram moidaga sidana adagi hidak leningai leitaba cheng saningai leitaba adagi awama mayam paper da mayam thengnare maradu yam kumna Thangmaiban United Club na khoi club kulhumdoi phaminaro matungda ngamjaba khoi khaigal akanda 1,10,000 Myanmar ga nangleiba moria da leiriba khoi organization sing ekodom leiriba sida khoina moigi khuthang da torga society association sing duga link ama faunara kanda khoi soidana 1,10,000 je khoi mafamda da khoi thinaba sem sajari.
Now on that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Pioneer Academy, Bamon Kampu, Imphal East. Class 11 Science admission extended for a few days due to prevailing COVID-19 situation. Special announcement. Admission fees can be paid in 2 installments. For more details, please visit school campus during office hours or visit school website www.pioneeracademyimphal.in.
You are the future. School, a place where your future is carved. Exploring new ideas, spacious classrooms equipped with smart boards, well-stocked library, expression in art, educating young minds, even making stronger. This is where you start, cause it all begins with you. UNACO School, excellence in education.
Babina Diagnostic na adongi yumda laktuna laboratory test ki sample lawbagi khudong chaba miyamda piduna lakli. Makada pizariba phone number singa sida call natraga WhatsApp ta pau fawbiraktuna COVID-19 gi amati atay atopa sample sing adongi yumda laktuna lawnabagi khudong chaba lawbiyu. Phone number singa dudi 8415903436 amati 6909365328 Test ki result sing babina da lawba lakpagi mahutta ishagi mobile phone gi khuthang da download tawraga yamna laina fangbigani.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 35,178 fresh COVID-19 cases, 37,169 recoveries and 440 deaths in the past 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have declined to 3,67,415. Total recovered cases are 3,14,85,923 and recovery rate stands at 97.52%, while death toll has reached 4,32,519. COVID-19 vaccine has been administered to more than 56 crore 6,52,000 people in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 20 crore 95,68,000 people. Above 43,98,000 people have died and recoveries are above 18 crore 78,42,000. USA has the highest active cases of COVID-19 of above 69,66,000 in the world, followed by Brazil and India. New Zealand has announced a snap lockdown after a man tested positive for COVID-19, the first case in 6 months. The case was detected in Auckland, which will be in lockdown for a week, while the rest of the country will be in lockdown for 3 days. Authorities say they are working on the assumption that the new case was the Delta variant. Just around 20% of its population has been fully vaccinated. Coromandel, a coastal town where the infected person had visited, will be in lockdown for 7 days too. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said that the toughest level 4 rules were required, closing schools, offices and all businesses with only essential services remaining operational. There are at least 23 potential sites of transmission. There was reportedly a rush at supermarkets in Auckland as locals anticipated a snap lockdown. Union Minister of State, External Affairs and Education and Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan was given a warm reception upon his arrival at Yai School constituency as part of Jan Ashirwad Yatra today. State Consumers Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Minister cum Yai School MLA T.H. Satyabrata, former BJP Manipur Pradesh President K.S.H. Bhavananda, Kakching MLA M. Rameshwar along with other eminent BJP members received Dr. Ranjan this morning at Brahmapur Aribamlekai. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Ranjan said that he will meet with inhabitants of remote locations of Manipur and hear their concerns during the nationwide yatra. He also urged the locals to have faith in the BJP government to bring welfare in the state.
Aina khudongchaba laujari kanagi mating no haragadi Manipur ki praja sing अखोद भोट थादबीदना भारतीय जनता पार्टी को नुंसीदना कोई सरदा होय करी होय चेन चोंगदना अहिंग नुंथल खाइदना चेनखिबो मयामदो मदुगी महिनी सिरी प्रजागी महिनी हाइदना आई मयामदा खुरुमदना आई हाइजरी अदुगा लोइनना ngasiगी यात्रा सिदी कोई सैतनबुदी सिदा ओपीदना तौबिरिबो मयामसे मसी ओपै मुखताइदा लाक्सरगा मयामदगी आशीर्वाद निजगदबदी अदो आई हुजिक मयामदगी आशीर्वाद निजरी मोदी जीना कोई बुथाजबीदना मणिपुर को नुंसीबीदना हापीरिबा यामना ममल यामलबा विभाग अनि से मपुंग फाना नियम सुबना मणिपुर की इज्जत गांगना थबुक तौबुंग नमनबा मियाम नाइवंदा आशीर्वाद पिबियु.
Dr. R.K. Ranjan has announced that passport and visa office will be opened in Moray town in the near future. He said the same at his reception upon his arrival at Moray as part of Jan Ashirwad Yatra today. Representatives of Hill Tribal Union, Moray Tamil Sangam Meitei Council Moray, communities based in Moray and Moray College Authority accorded a warm welcome to him. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. R.K. Ranjan said crisis in Myanmar has hindered financial activities under Act East policy with the Southeast Asian countries. He also assured to open JNV or Kendriya Vidyalaya in Technopal district. He also paid tributes at the memorial of Kuki leader Cheng Japao near Moray police station during his visit.
Modern science and technology, new education system, like applied to knowledge, build up to capacity and resources. Seen self to fuel the fighting of the Maduki the Mutta Manipur Praja Sinda, I would vote Kahan Bidana, a single Takasi of Honviramanina, Takasida in the Togoda by Itogodo, Mapung Pana, Pankupung, Nunava, Maduki, blessing PBU, I night Laksabani. I quickly report say.
Mass resignation had emerged within the Congress party following Govindas Kontojam's resignation from the party to join the BJP. 6,144 Congress supporters, including members of Bishnupur Block Congress Committee, Bishnupur Block Mahila Congress Committee, Bishnupur Assembly Youth Congress Committee from 26 Bishnupur Assembly constituency, have resigned from the Congress party. A public meeting was held at Ibudau Pangamba Community Hall at Ningthokong Ward number 12, Bishnupur today. Speaking at the event, former Bishnupur Block Congress Committee member R.K. Folmani said that the decision for mass resignation was taken to assist Govindas in progressing the state.
Manipur is here state oina na bohona bada saruk yaba khaibasi Govindas control zamgi wakalni masina mangoi naraga BJP da yawbani BJP si mapangal kalhanduna afaba sasanama porapa ngamna na bohona bada kendra di praja sunasu sapsana Sri Govindas control zamna aduguma thongdang adu lawrakani haibagi thazaba punama adu leibadagi ngasi worker akoi resign tawbani.
Yaiskol Block Congress has inducted its new office bearers. Press release issued by General Secretary Organization of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee L. Tilotama says Thaunojam Bikramaditya has been appointed as working president, Hanjabam Lenin as vice president, Maisnam Joy Chandra as treasurer, Haubam Santosh and Hawaibam Satyabrata as secretaries, and another 15 as new office bearers. Patsoi MLA A.K. Mirabai has inspected the ongoing construction of the bridge above the Nambul River. PMGSY officials accompanied the MLA during the inspection visit today. The Bailey Bridge connects Takiel, Kongbal, Kumantem Laikai and Uripok of Imphal West District. It may be mentioned that locals have been urging the authorities concerned to repair the bridge for years. Members of Mami Thawan Foundation, a foundation which has participated at various national and international level film festivals, were accorded a warm reception today. The event was held at the foundation treasurer Kangjam Kishan's residence in Pishumthong, Oinam Lekai. Mami Thawan Foundation's short film Motsil Laba Mingshel, The Tainted Mirror, has backed an official entry in the Indian Film Festival of Melbourne and a lift-off session United Kingdom. Foundation members Romi Mitei, Leshangtem Tontoi, Sori Senjam, Waikom Roshan and R.K. Nixon played a major role in achieving the feat. The short film has also bagged a Best Short Film Fiction in the Indian Short Film Festival Award. Director Romi Mitei bagged a Best Director Award for the film at Cochin International Film Festival, and the film has bagged Grand Jury Award of Best Film at the Chala Chitaran National Film Festival and House of Illusion Award for Best Short Film, among others. Music director, singer and actor Sori Senjam has given the background music of the film. Leshangtem Tontoi has also bagged Grand Jury Award for Best Actor at the Chala Chitaran National Film Festival for her performance in the film. Another organic farmers' field school in Manipur was opened today at Pungdongbam in Lamlai constituency of Imphal East District. Green Foundation held the inaugural event at Pungdongbam Awang Mamang Laikai Community Hall. Speaking on the occasion, former Dean of Central Agricultural University, Professor N. Iboton said experts will teach local farmers on proper usage of urea. He also stressed on the need to adopt organic farming by farmers in the country. It may be mentioned that the first ever organic farmers field school in Manipur was recently opened at Kangmong under the foundation. Experts gave demonstration on preparation of biopesticides at the occasion.
Urea hapchenba, chemical fertilizer hapchenba, pesticide hapchenba, hen hapchenba degine bangasi, akoi haksang chulam, this broke to sarga, akoi mayamje, who were truly baje, akoi mu, big haksang chule, asimatakta, global in coalition levaxi, low in the masapatre, akoi big environment issue, choking the lower. Kachitang, Moyamje, Lokuna Bagida Maktan Bagasi, organic farmers, field school and hangse, Masi program the Shina.
Urea happy the Pambi Tarkali, Bamasinza, nitrogen fungavan. Biofertilizers in a Pambi, the Tarkali, nitrogen subsana people. But urea the gi, a kind of biofertilizer, Taklan all of Pomatum, the Tang Silences and Malapia. Madu, Sinavitam Bataquina, Nim the gi, a Hoy Shamakpa, Hoy with the lady, but not piecing with the gi, Santis and the gi, Sempa supplement curry Tarkali. Hydromayam Singja, Aquina, Povutiki, Hona, Composca biofertilizer, Sinamatum, the Urea Tarkasun, and a Manfuda Pusalaiba, Urea. Akoina biofertilizer ga vermi compost samsung atopa composting siga loina na to matamda pura pusalak.
Mitay Irol Iek Loinasilon Apunlup Milal observed its 18th Foundation Day at Laimaching in Imphal East District today. Milal officials and members paid floral tribute at the memorial of Milal founder Chingshubam Akaba at the event. They also planted various saplings around Lidingtau Sanamahi Kiyong to mark the day. Nongchup Imphal Lomi Sinmi Chaukat Thaurang Loop has condoled the demise of former president of Mapi Council N. Bimol Kumar, who recently succumbed to COVID-19. Sri Sri Govindaji Temple Board has condoled the untimely demise of Sri Sri Govindaji's Bebas Ka Thakari Prailatpam Braja Bihari. 6 cadres, including 1 major of People's Liberation Army of Revolutionary People's Front, have been reportedly killed in an encounter. Press release from the band outfit says the deceased members are 1 PLA major posted at Strategic Command 1 Mobile Battalion, 1 lieutenant, 3 corporal and 1 private. The outfit claims that security forces carried out covert operation against them in violation of United Nations conventional warfare regulations on August 9 midnight, wherein the members were killed. According to the outfit, the deceased cadres are Major Ilangbam Birmani Elias Boicha from Kakching Turel Wangma Uyokching, Lieutenant Suresh, real name Kaisham Somen of Tentha Marongbam, Corporal Angamba, real name Chabungbam Chauba of Yaripok Vishnu Naha Mayailekai, Corporal Lantauba, real name Thangjam Nanau of Taret Khun, Corporal Laimaba, real name Thokchom Johnson Meitei of Khangabo Khulakpam Lekai, and Private Tomcha, whose real name is Adhikari Mayum Kiran Sharma of Kailashore Unukuli, Tripura. The band outfit further says rich tributes were paid to the slain cadres at all its units, departments and stations. RPF and its Red Army PLA share the griefs of the bereaved families. Proscribed Kanglei Yawol Kanbalup KYKL has observed its Patriots Day at all its 1st, 2nd and 3rd stations, units and transit camps in Manipur and outside. Press release from the outfit says tributes were paid to its deceased members to mark the day. 4.7 magnitude earthquake on the Richter scale jolted Manipur at 9:02 p.m. yesterday. According to India's National Center for Seismology, NCS, the quake occurred at a depth of 60 km from the surface. However, there were no reports of human casualty or damage of properties. The earthquake was felt in most parts of Manipur. Epicenter of the earthquake is reported to be located in Kamjong district. After the main shake, 2 aftershocks measuring 2.9 and 3.1 on the Richter scale also occurred within 14 seconds. United Kingdom Home Secretary Priti Patel today said that Great Britain would accept 20,000 Afghan refugees fleeing from the country. Priority will be given to women and girls. The United Kingdom will offer shelter primarily under its new Afghan citizens resettlement scheme to women and girls who are facing a chilling future under the Taliban's rule, as well as Afghan interpreters, teachers and community workers who worked alongside the UK mission. Some 2,000 Afghan nationals who assisted the United Kingdom Armed Forces in Afghanistan have been settled in the UK since late June. She also called on other European countries to engage in Afghan refugees resettlement programs. Now the sports news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged the Tokyo Olympics Indian contingent to visit 75 schools by August 15, 2023. He also requested them to spend an hour with the students at these schools and create awareness about malnutrition and inspire them for sports. Prime Minister has shared a video of his interaction with Olympic returned Indian athletes. During the interaction, the women's hockey team thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for encouraging phone call after Olympic loss. Modi offered ice cream to Tokyo Olympics medal winner PV Sindhu. When the Prime Minister spoke to PV Sindhu before Olympic Games, he had told that they will eat ice cream together after her return from Tokyo. Interacting with boxer Mary Kom, Modi said she has given a huge contribution to sports and done a lot for the country. The Prime Minister met the Indian Olympics contingent for a breakfast at his residence on Monday. On Independence Day, he praised the athletes for their stellar performance in the Olympic Games from the Red Fort. Odisha government has extended another 10 years of sponsorship to the national hockey team. Odisha Chief Minister Navin Patnaik made the announcement yesterday during a reception event held for the Indian men's and women's hockey teams of the recently concluded Tokyo Olympics 2020. Navin Patnaik handed over 5 lakh rupees each to the Indian hockey players, besides giving away 5 lakh rupees each to support staff. Manipuri hockey players Shanglakpam Nilakanta Sharma and Sushila Chanu Pukrambam, who participated in the Tokyo Olympics, also received the cash rewards. BCCI has announced to resume the 14th Vivo Indian Premier League IPL matches after a halt due to COVID-19 pandemic. It may be mentioned that 29 league matches were held previously at various cricket stadiums across India from 9th April till 2nd May, where Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, Sunrisers Hyderabad, Delhi Capitals, Rajasthan Royals, Kolkata Knight Riders, Punjab Kings and Royal Challengers Bangalore competed. The 31st match is scheduled to be held at United Arab Emirates from September 19 till October 15 this year. Arrangements are also underway to open the matches to audience by organizers in Dubai International Cricket Stadium, Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium and Sharjah Cricket Stadium. 30th league match will be played between Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians at Dubai International Cricket Stadium at 7:30 p.m. on September 19. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Defunct of traffic light systems installed at the worth of crores of rupees at 12 different locations of Imphal city bring inconvenience to commuters. After July 1st hike of rupees 25 and 50 paise, LPG now gets costlier by another 25 rupees. Hardly any difference in rate of subsidized and non-subsidized cooking gas. MSF demands revocation of government's notice on cut-off marks for admission to class 11 in government higher secondary schools. People give warm reception to India's lone judoka at Tokyo Olympic Games 2020, Lingmabam Sushila, upon her arrival at Imphal International Airport. Manipur reports 369 new COVID-19 cases, 578 recoveries and 6 deaths in last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 9.97%. And India adds 35,178 fresh COVID-19 cases and over 37,000 recoveries in past 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 97.52%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
COVID-19 लाइचत नंबरम ओरेगा सेल थोंगे अवाब नंगलाबा